Alright, and here we are into Game 3 once again, as we've got the guys on some team that Root can pronounce versus Donkekong, and I've once again decided I'm not even going to try. He's just going to show off occasionally and tell us what this team's name is, and then we can all feel bad about ourselves.
Systembo Laget.
Yeah, okay,
Yeah.
thanks.
Exactly.
Thanks for that.
Are you sure it's Donkey Kong though? Maybe it's different in Danish. Maybe it's like, wow, Donkey.
Why do you have to hurt me, man? I had that one thing. I didn't have the Legion, but I had the Hellborn. I felt good about it, and now you're just gotta bring me down. That's painful.
I don't know. I'm not Danish. Maybe you're right.
I mean, to be honest, it's Swedish, but Legion's team anyway.
One of them Europeans. Who cares?
One of them Nordish. Nordition.
So it's not
Anyways.
America, and therefore I lose interest. That's how it works. Anyway, Silhouette and Ophelia are going to be banned right off the bat here by the guys on ZQ. Riptide and Cthulhuphant going to be banned by the guys on DNKE. So yeah, if it wasn't called it correctly, I think Riptide banned and Cthulhuphant also taken out. Not a huge surprise, I don't think.
So that sees a lot of bans in early gold games.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Not something we see in Diamond Division.
I think you guys have played Sil once or twice, right?
Yeah, we are 2-0 with the hero.
Yeah. And apparently it's Mini Maggot that's really likes it. Marcus Moy apparently on his old team, Instant Reflex is the big Silhouette player. And at some point we should get to casting Instant Reflex. Not today, I don't think, but hey.
Marcus Moy was our teammate, so
He used to be. Yeah.
I know how good he is on Silhouette. He used to love the hero before the buff too. I think people are overrating Silhouette just because they don't really know how to deal with the hero. If you don't deal with the hero, it's really strong. If you do, then it's not. It's that simple. There are heroes which are easier to deal with, and those heroes are mostly the last big heroes. And you pick heroes early, which are better in most situations. So Silhouette ban, I can't approve. However, if you can't deal with the hero, sure, it's a good ban.
Right. In general, this is something I sort of wonder about. Do you guys feel like it's better to ban heroes that don't fit your particular lineup in that instant, or like when you go into a draft, I assume you have some idea of what you want to pick. So do you go for bans that necessarily or don't fit your lineup and maybe are counters, or do you just target stuff that like you never play and always seem to screw with you? So are you typically more like this game specific or general team ideas? Did I explain that? I don't think I explained that well at all.
I think our bans usually target teams much more than strategies.
Right.
Like if we're playing against a team and they have a really strong Parasite player, we would ban Parasite more against them than other teams.
Not sure.
It's our usual. Well, it has been lately at least.
I think it's 60-40, and 60% is a team-based ban. But I actually ban like strat-based bans. I don't know how you call it. Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway.
I do ban those. But yeah. Yeah.
That was a poorly explained thing, and it probably wasn't even that good a question.
No, I get the question.
I was bored, and I was like, hey, let's just talk about something while these guys take forever to make their damn picks. Parasite, Swiftblade, and Magnus on the Legion side, followed up by Revenant, Gauntlet, and Torture on the Hellborn team. And DNKE has Gauntlet, so they're going to lose. We know that much.
Gauntlet is good against Swiftblade, at least.
The Parasite pickup, and then like the Revenant Gauntlet after that. I'm not too sure about that.
Yeah.
Maybe they don't have the most experience like playing against Parasite, but that's not typical like counter Parasite heroes so far, at least. Nor is the Torturer here.
Then they just pick those heroes because they think these heroes are really strong.
Yeah.
As I said, Revenant is the most overhyped hero right now, or overrated. Doesn't mean it's bad, it's just overrated, you know. Sometimes people pick it when they shouldn't. We'll see how much it will do. But yeah, I think they just picked heroes because they think it's strong. Like,
yeah. I feel like Parasite first pick overall sort of gives away your strategy. I mean, it's pretty obvious then. Okay, we're running a jungler. We're gonna need one support hero. And
yeah, it does. But people think it's a really strong hero as well for some teams. Also, you first pick Parasite, you kind of force the enemy team to pick a Glacius, or some teams do. And then if they pick a Glacius, you get the Triplet, which is also good against Glacius. So I see what they're doing. It's not bad. I'm gonna mention what I mentioned a few games ago again. That I like to see support first 3 picks, because this is giving away too much. But yeah.
The thing about Parasite is you can both be safely, like safe jungle and like enemy jungle, which is something most junglers can't do very easily, at least.
Yeah, and Six can suicide too.
Yeah,
that's definitely true, and it's something I've brought up occasionally on podcast too. Is Parasite does have the highest rates of aggressive jungle and tends to be more successful when he runs in the aggressive jungle than other heroes like Tempest or Ophelia, because obviously he's just more mobile.
It's hard to compete with Parasite because, I mean, if anything, like Tulfant is okay aggressively. Anything else, not really. So it's not really surprising.
Yeah, usually the only time we see Tempest or Ophelia in the aggro jungle is if their own jungle is screwed up with wards or something like that, and there's some reason they can't run their own woods. Not usually as a result of, oh, we actually this entire time wanted to run aggro jungle. Maybe Ophelia a little bit more than Tempest, but most of them aren't.
Moon Queen is the 3rd game.
Yeah.
It's time to bring out.
Yeah, I think it's more like a mental thing. I don't know what you call it. Like when you really want to win, you might just want to pick Moon Queen. It just feels safe. No. I don't think this way, because we don't play Moon Queen a lot. But teams who play Moon Queen a lot, I can see them picking Moon Queen in high pressure situations because it just feels safe, you know. Plus, it's not bad here overall. Could be better. I would have picked something else. I think. Let's see what heroes are up. I'm gonna give it a quick example.
Oh, there's a Riftwalker. Auto win for DNKE.
If they wanted to go for Riftwalker, they could have picked Kronos shortly. But
I'm not a huge fan of Kronos shortly. I don't feel like he carries hard enough.
You know.
The thing is, the nerf hit him too hard, so he's not like a good suicide.
Okay, I'm gonna say what hero they should have picked. They should have picked Flanks. And I'm not kidding.
Yeah, you are.
Flanks would be good this game. Yeah.
Let's get it on.
But you know, not everyone plays Clanks.
I'm not sure if Clanks on top of a Riftwalker would have done enough. I mean, if you put a Clanks in this lineup, they have real issues locking heroes down. They only have one legitimate stun, and that's Torture.
But that goes back to early pick.
Yeah, right. But I feel like later picking the Clanks into this lineup really could have hurt them, because at the very least Moon Queen can give you a 1-second stun on the Moonbeam. She can do something to prevent heroes from teleporting or something, and Clanks just has almost no way to effectively CC heroes.
I'm not sure if I like the Riftwalker pick.
What?
It's here.
What?
It's okay. I mean, like it's a strong hero, but you really need to know when to pick it. And in this game, it has potential. It always has potential, of course, but when there's both a Baubles and then like a Parasite, it's really hard to get like really good ultis off the Riftwalker.
Not just that. Like, I mean, like synergy wise and team wise, it's not terrible, but laning wise, you could pick something which completely boxes out Bubbles, and you would be at much better position. And now they pick Riftwalker, which is
I'm thinking actually, it might be coming in as a counter to Rhapsody. Because Riftwalker versus Rhapsody seems like it would favor Riftwalker pretty heavily. Rhapsody's going to draw everybody towards her with her ultimate. And Riftwalker can counter that by dropping a huge wormhole right on top of it.
Is he going to pull the jungle now? He's kind of in position to do it.
Oh, he's pulling that jungle.
No.
There's no way they're running a safe lane tri-lane Moon Queen.
I mean, I would have mentioned that the Parasite should definitely have manned up here, because there's a Torture and Riftwalker, and that's like some of the easiest time you're ever gonna get on a Parasite in enemy jungle. I feel like Gauntlet does nothing against your creep.
Oh my god,
Moon Queen is not.
I need to restart HoN and didn't have auto skip pause. Good job. What time are you at?
46, 47, 48, 49, 50 on the end game. D1, D2, D3, D4.
Okay.
Close enough.
So this is a pulling jungle. Okay.
Yep.
It is, yeah.
Now do you like the Riftwalker pick?
Well, they got it off so far.
Now I like it.
That's right, you do.
Now I don't like the Gauntlet pick.
It's true, though, yeah.
I didn't like the Gauntlet pick before. I'm like a hipster.
I'm still not sure about this Parasite. He should definitely have manned up. Like, there's little to no reason why he should not have manned up.
I mean, this Riftwalker is failing heavily. This is why
he's been missing quite a few CS.
It's not easy, so I can't blame him.
He also didn't get maximum stats, which helps a lot when you get more stats.
I mean, I'm not sure if he did practice runs before the game.
Yeah, usually like the first time you're pulling jungle, I also miss half my creeps, but the second time I hit closer to 100%. It really matters getting used to the attack animation and damage of your hero. And he's not gonna get enough XP to be able to jungle on from this. Also taking way too much damage from this archer.
Yeah. And I feel like he keeps drawing the aggro from the archer. He's got to get him back in there, and he needs to.
He's gonna lose it around the tower. Yep, he's lost it. Oh, he got it back. I was lucky.
He needs to auto attack the Skeleton King too, so it doesn't kill the archer too quickly.
No, the archer is gonna kill the Skeleton King before the Skeleton King kills the archer. It's a funny matchup. Bottom lane, death.
Yep, totally missed that because I was just sitting here watching Riftwalker auto attack Skeleton King.
I mean, Suicide Revenant, and then there's a Parasite, so.
Nope.
Now he lost the archer. Oh, Cascade event. There you go. Got him.
What a play.
But yeah. He's in no position to jungle from this. Now he needs to use the pull camp, which sets back Torture even more.
Yeah.
Why is... Okay, Swiftblade only has one creep kill after they pulling jungle.
So what's your typical strategy on this route? Because you are the expert. Usually he should be, what, at level... He should be at level 3, I would imagine.
He should be either level 4 or very, very close to level 4. And in the case that you're very close to level 4, you can just kill the small camp really fast. But you should always buy a bottle if you plan on continuing to jungle. At this point, I might also, if I had this bad of time, I might also just skip jungling and go help another lane until I hit enough levels to be able to jungle.
Yeah, it looks like that. He was headed middle, so it looked like he was going to do that. And nope, now he's headed back into the woods. So.
I mean, it would be good if he went mid, because they could easily get a kill on Rhapsody.
Yeah.
Like, really easily. He's gonna stack small camp.
Yeah, okay, didn't tell.
And back to middle.
So maybe he is actually just going to go to the lane and figured, hey, it's 350 or whatever, I can sack this. Nice hook there onto Magmus. The problem is, Magmus has a love surge. So.
Well, I don't want to be BM. I'm questioning if this guy has experience playing Riftwalker. Maybe. Yeah.
I mean, it wouldn't surprise me if this is either his first time.
I'm just saying that usually it's better if you pick something you are comfortable on.
Right.
If he's a good Riftwalker, I'm sorry. Maybe it's just a bad game.
I mean, he might be comfortable with the hero, and it's just this is a strategy he hasn't played too much, because, to be fair, I think you guys were pretty much the first one to do this.
Not failing it?
Yeah, I mean, you're the first one I ever saw do it months and months ago. But other teams haven't been that quick to adopt it. Meanwhile, bottom lane, actually, Revenant getting jumped. Once again, Kelfield goes down, now the other kill, so...
They're doing this out dust, it looks like. Which is
yeah, but it's really not worth doing it if you're not good at it.
Right.
That's the thing.
So that's absolutely true. Is that if you don't have experience running a strategy, then you should get it before you start running it in competitive matches. That's no doubt a very
But this is like in this strat, it's even more true, because if you think about it, you steal a creep wave from your carry. Yeah. That means this suicide gets way more XP / farm.
Yeah.
And if you fail the last hits, then what are you gonna do?
Yeah.
Like, what do you get? Nothing.
You took 4 creeps.
But this Swiftblade didn't actually get anything.
Yeah, I mean that just Swiftblade being
Swiftblade.
Swiftblade.
He has 1 creep kill.
That's kind of shocking.
Really bad. That's really bad.
Especially against the lane.
The first wave he gets is like completely free. Like, it's under your tower. It's only you last-hitting it, pretty much.
Right.
He had Buckler though, no hatchet. So.
I guess no hatchet. I mean, he couldn't predict pulling jungle, I guess, but yeah.
It does still seem like a low amount of farm. Because we've seen Suicide Swiftblade really take off in popularity, especially in this last cycle or the last weekend of HoN Tour, and it's done quite well. So.
Yeah.
I mean, it's mostly
he could easily have been level 5 and contest the Moon Queen here, I feel like.
Yeah.
But now in this position, he's just gonna keep eating moonbeams and then having to pull, like, get more region for himself, and he's never gonna catch up on levels either.
Only if he wants rampage.
Bottom lane once again, Revenant going through this, but he will get dusted out there, and he's gonna be in a lot of trouble again, and File will die. So they did bring dust that time.
That time they used dust. The first 2 times.
Yeah. They need to. He needs a ward against Berserk. That's the first thing Boxy would say. And he's going suicide.
Now he is jungling at level 3 still at 7 minutes.
He has stacks though, so I guess he waited for the stacks.
But he's gonna get killed by the small camp.
Like level 4 is the golden mark. That's when you can kill like medium camps and small camps stacked.
There you go.
And just 2 spells really fast. But yeah. And then when you hit level 5, it's really easy to take hard camps, and then you just continue from there.
So he is finally level 4, and I'm missing more stuff in the middle lane as File actually rotates, figuring he was having such a bad time in the bottom lane. Might as well go to mid and get a kill. And does so.
Gauntlet is having an okay time by now.
70 gold per minute.
One challenge of Gauntlet which teams kind of forget is that he's a really good Congo killer. Yep. So, just saying, if they get few pickups, they can do Congo really easily early with Torture Gauntlet. So that's
one thing that we might have overlooked in this top lane is Torture is one of the best zoning supports in the game with Unimpalement. So it may just have been a situation where Swiftblade was unable to stay in the lane against Torture.
But yeah, okay. But then again, the Swiftblade should have easily been able to get level 3 early, and then the Torture is just dead to the spin.
Yeah, I mean, unless Torture keeps his distance. Because if he doesn't get the last hits under the tower, which is difficult without a hatchet, and he doesn't get boots, meanwhile middle lane,
maybe not.
Stuff,
I don't know.
Gauntlet dies.
I don't feel like the Swiftblade.
I'm not really trying to defend him so much as, oh yeah, this is completely understandable. I do think 73 gold per minute is pretty much way lower than it should be. I'm trying to find reasons why that might have been the case and be somewhat.
Maybe also he is not comfortable on Swiftblade Suicide.
Yeah, it's very possible as well.
Who knows?
Although then you get back into the thing with the Riftwalker is, if you're not comfortable in this role, then why are you running it right now? Shouldn't you be?
I mean, I'm not surprised. We actually, when we started doing the pulling jungle reps, Riftwalker is dead.
Yes, he is. One more auto attack. Yep, just get the kill.
When we started doing the pulling jungle strat, we were talking with Truth about teams possibly copying it and we kind of expected teams, you know, trying it out.
Yeah.
Because it's natural if you do good with one strat, then other people gonna try it.
Jump there onto Torture, but Moonbeam gonna activate, and that's a pretty easy counter kill onto Rhapsody. And we'll
Swiftblade has no TP.
So I'm not surprised people are doing
Revenant's
it.
Here.
That's
and Parasite gonna dead. There's Lost Auto. Swiftblade, meanwhile, is actually gonna juke his way through the woods here, but gonna get spotted out by Revenant as well. No?
But Revenant can't open up on him because he's gonna get ultied.
Yeah. Rift hit level 6 with the XP from the Parasite kill. That's pretty good. That's a free kill mid, if they do it well.
He should back off now. He saw him run in with the ward on the hill. Leave mid, Magnus. Okay, whatever.
Good D-ward by Riftwalker. Sadly, it's not gonna hold pot. But the idea is there. Are they gonna bait it with illusions? Would be nice.
That ward by Torture should have been spotted.
Torture spotted. Put one right on top of the opposing team's rotor site.
And double invis top is gonna get a kill.
They are. Swiftblade is dead.
Oh.
And as well, there's initiation finally on Magnus, and he will die. So I should have taken your advice there. Why don't you whisper?
Nice Riftwalker routine.
I should whisper him back in the
tell him.
past.
Like, I don't know, last Saturday or something. So selfish.
Dude, I can't give tips, man. Then everybody can play Riftwalker.
Wow, Magnus is actually having less creep kills than Gauntlet.
Yeah, he's only at 240 gold per minute. It's a pretty suffer lane there.
It's really bad. It's really bad. It's really bad.
And that was a 1v2.
Yeah, I never even saw Parasite in middle either. Like, he probably could have been more active early on, I think.
I guess they felt like shutting down the Revenant was more important in bottom. Although
I think they need to.
But once you get the first 2 kills, you don't really have to kill him anymore. Like Bubbles is just gonna do it all by himself by then.
I think they need to swap Bubbles with Swiftblade, because Swiftblade is like not doing anything.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea as well.
Although if Bubbles gets early PK, that could be fine too.
The side here, Face Hug gonna be on to Torture, and he's got the Impalement going, so that's actually gonna be quite a lot of damage. But snipe with a Shell Surf, and that'll get the kill. Meanwhile, Haste will be bottled up down here by Bubbles, and Gauntlet gonna get spotted by Parasite. But they won't be going for anything here. I don't know what you're gonna try to hook there, Gauntlet. He's got a Haste Rune. And
they can remove it with the ulti.
That's a good point. But take cover too.
Bubbles doesn't really need to use it. He can just surf away.
Good kill mid.
Yep.
Yeah.
Eruption going off, and Gauntlet will die. 4 heroes converging there eventually. Looks like they might turn this into a mid tower push as well.
They don't have a catapult yet. Is Moon Queen TPing in? They're gonna go with Riftwalker. Oh,
there it is. Riftwalker ultimate coming in. It gets cancelled immediately. Very, very well done. Dust of Revelation goes off as well, and Riftwalker will be the first one to fall. In the background, ultimate from Moon Queen actually going off will kill Parasite pretty easily. So 1 for 1 at that point. Probably in favor of Hellborn. And they're going to catch Revenant here as well. There's a spin on top of Lava Surge. File will drop. Looks like Moon Queen going to have to run away here. Swift Slashes are available, but won't be able to get the vision. And Qs will be just fine. 420 gold per minute on her. It's a pretty decent start. And 430 on Bubbles. 3-0 and 4, 68 CS. So he had a really, really good time in that bottom lane. And I don't know about you guys, I'm not a huge fan of short lane Bubbles, just because I don't feel like the hero does enough with that sort of farm. This might be one of the situations where it can be a game changer, just because his farm is so good. But he needs to be really, really mobile at this point. I think that goes back to your point about give Swiftblade the bottom lane.
He can snowball. He can snowball quite nicely. They did nerf his snowball potential a lot when they increased the cooldown on his ulti in early levels.
I hate that change.
Yeah, I hated it as well. Probably wasn't needed. The hero is still pickable, but it loses so much of its early game potential. That change.
It's to answer your question, it's good short game. This game, I don't know.
It needs games where it can make stuff happen before enemy team can make stuff happen, for sure.
Yeah. But they really need to send the Swiftblade to bottom lane. Bubbles doesn't need it anymore. Like, there's no reason for him to just sit there and farm his butt off.
Magnus is PK. With that team fight, it was... Yeah.
So now they have 2 PKs. Level 11 Bubbles. They should focus on finding Moon Queen, shutting down her farm now.
Yeah, good job of Swiftblade countering the possible lane wards. It's not there.
That's good. Gauntlet is going Helm before PK. Interesting. You definitely don't want Riftwalker to be your first hero into the fight, because you will never get the best.
What do you think about Moon Queen Knight inputs? Oh, he just bought Whispering Helm, but basically he went for Firebrand before Whispering.
I mean, he really wasn't contested. There was no reason for him to go Whispering. He didn't need the...
But Whispering Helm lets you stack other camps.
I think they had tripled Ancients, and they might have been looking for that more in the... Actually, initiation there. Swiftblade going to take the stun from Riftwalker. It is a Superior Magic Stun and a Gauntlet Blast, despite the spin. Chain reactions don't go off because he was still spinning, but he'll still die there. Magnus in the background, going to try to get away. And maybe able to do so. He's got Lava Surge still. No PK, obviously, thanks to the dot from Revenant, and he's going to drop there. Probably waited a little bit too long to use his Lava Surge, and he was sort of unsure, it seemed like, where he wanted to go.
Bubbles is still bottom.
Yeah.
He really needs to be with his team there.
I agree.
Any hero, the Bubbles needs to carry TP. Yep.
But nice use of some superior magic abilities too on that spinning Swiftblade to at least lock
it down. That's why I said Gauntlet is good against Swift.
Yeah.
I don't know about the Helm pickup. I don't like it, but it can work.
It's done for sure.
Yeah. Can't remove it.
So Hellborn in a bit of a lead right now, about 1,500 gold and 2,500 experience. Not bad.
It's a bigger lead than it looks like because the PK on Bubbles and Magnus is gonna have less impact when the later the game goes. And Cert is really not having anything. So all they have to do is just farm, move in, ward up. When they gank, they can counter-initiate with Riftwalker, Gauntlet if he had PK. Yeah.
Saw right there, triple stacked Ancients. Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, if they win a team fight, they just take Congo. It's really easy.
Triple stacked Ancients just taken by. Boy, I'm gonna go this time.
Yeah, sure.
Triple stacked Ancients just taken by Bubbles and Magnus. 2 heroes I feel like at this point in the game need that just about the least. They both have their portal keys. Swiftblade in the meantime is still suffering pretty damn hard, so feels like those should have been reserved for Swifty in a spin. Maybe some help by his team, but
Swift is farming somewhere else and it's okay.
I think the levels on Magnus could also be crucial if he managed to get 11.
Yeah.
He did jump mid, but yeah.
Like in general, if you wait too much for people to gather up for Ancients and then you go somewhere else, you lose more gold than you know.
Eruption coming in middle, immediately stopped. Nice chain reaction there from Torture, but they'll take a double count field. Torture probably going to drop here. He will. Riftwalker Ultimate going to hit just one in the background, and Rhapsody will fall. They're going to try to chase down Bubbles though. Moonbeam Ultimate not doing too much thanks to the Magnus Steam Bath. Looks like Parasite going to try to get the kill on her, but will not be successful. Puzzle Box Minions do show up. Portal key forward by Bubbles, and he will actually get the pick off on Trial, so that's not the worst. Ends up being a 2 for 2 so far. Just about even. Lava Surge forward onto 2 though. Riftwalker and Moon Queen still pretty beefy. Magnus take a lot of damage just from sitting that Rift Burn, and he could die if he's not really careful about this. Yeah, just sat there for too long and got killed. Moon Queen really low. Trying to live, won't happen. Bubbles taking some auto attack damage from Riftwalker. That's going to be 1 kill. And Swiftblade is the only one still alive besides Rhapsody, who just respawned. Cascade event comes back through on him, but he's probably going to be too quick to get caught. And will be the end of that engagement. Goes in favor of Hellborn fairly substantially at the end there. Pretty even early on, but then they managed to turn it around and get a couple more kills. That Magnus just sitting in the Steam Bath on top of the Rift Burn.
Yeah.
A little odd.
Yeah.
He was dead.
I think he could have left Steam Bath for a long time, but yeah.
Yeah, maybe.
I think if he just used it to get the immediate invis and then maybe didn't sit there and take a whole bunch of damage. That would have given him a better shot.
The Magnus start of that fight was really awkward. Sitting on his own hill, not even in trees or anything, just in the middle of lane, channeling ulti.
Like, I guess you don't always expect Revenant, but you can always expect mid lane mod. Sure. At this point, so. At this rate,
I mean, he has PK. I don't know why he would just like stand uphill from the gauntlet and just not, you know.
Or in the tree somewhere or something, where at least he's got less of a chance. It's not like he had to go. The fight wasn't taking place so far away that he needed to be that much closer to it.
Yeah, exactly.
By any means.
It was gonna happen right in the river, and you can PK from the tree line.
Or behind his tower or whatever.
Yeah.
Gauntlet can initiate there on Mag, and he will actually follow that up with a Lava Surge. Bubble's coming through with a Shell Surf as well, but won't port to it. Does do the damage. And I think a lot of focus should be on this Moon Queen here, nearly 500 GPM, and she is going to start to become a pretty serious issue. Shrunken Head picked up right there. That's going to be a problem.
That's a big problem, yeah. Now Hellborn is looking to push down the last outer towers.
Yeah.
With that Shrunken Head.
Shell Surf forward here on a Torture, but actually won't connect, and he'll be okay.
They still don't have a really good initiation tool like PK, Gauntlet.
Top lane, Gauntlet Blast on top of the Moon Queen, and that's going to be easy kill on the Swiftblade. Didn't have to use
so far they've been able to use the Revenant Invis.
Yeah.
Which should probably not be as effective as it still is. To the, I guess, discredit of Legion not having counter wards.
I mean, they figured it out earlier and brought some dust to that bottom lane, so it's a little odd that they haven't continued to buy invisibility detection.
It's really hard to keep up with the builds.
They have dust on Magnus at the very least, so that'll be good. But yeah,
I mean they're just dying to the invis too much right now, making them fall further behind than they already were. Like they needed to make stuff happen, but instead they're just dying on their own side while Moon Queen is safe in jungle and ancients. The whole game.
Ancients are double stacked once again for the Hellborn side. Only a single stack for Legion.
Swift is still 150 GPM.
I was just looking at it again. And if we thought 350 gold per minute was not that great last game, then I think 150 is a lot worse.
I think it's a slightly different position, but yeah. It's about I don't know. I guess it's worse.
I think at this point he sort of is the one. Like he's not. He started out as a suicide role, but he should be getting priority.
Yeah,
right now.
but they didn't play like it. I don't know. He's still a suicide. They should have swapped roles, obviously, but they didn't.
I mean,
also Bubble / Magnus didn't fight enough pickoffs.
Just keep coming at his Bubbles. What is he going to do with 400 gold per minute? He's got a tablet, he's got a portal key. It's a useful series of items, it's nice to have, but if that's your top farmer and nobody else is above, now we got Parasite 270 gold per minute, it's just not that useful.
If Swift can decent farm again, if Swift can get decent farm, then Bubble Sheepstick is gonna be pretty good. I really hope he's not gonna go for Grimoire.
I mean,
really. This Parasite has also been really quiet for a long time.
That's true.
Yeah.
Like the impact of having a jungler never really hit, other than the Revenant and bottom. Like he hasn't had an impact anywhere else on the map almost.
You think Bubbles is going for Sheepstick?
He should.
Yeah.
I think he's gonna go for Grimoire because I don't know. I see too many Bubbles players doing that when they are having too many goals.
He probably feels like he needs to start carrying in places of Swiftblade. If he goes for that.
I kind of feel like even if he gets the Sheepstick, it's going to be a while from now, and with the Moon Queen Shrunken Head, that's going to be a problem. Obviously, he has the portal key, so he can get the jump with the Sheepstick. The problem is, are they going to be able to kill her before it wears off, and then she pops the Shrunken? with Revenant Invis.
That's the problem with ships. It's a pretty expensive item with not the best build.
Destroyed a Legion tower.
I mean,
but it's still the initiation tool they need.
Right.
This Riftwalker is in like the perfect spot right here,
and Swiftblade gonna get jumped. Off to the side here, Revenant actually taking quite a lot of damage, and Shortcan will die right off the bat. That Riftwalker did not end up doing too much. Rhapsody ultimate, unable to save ZT1 on that Magnus. Now she's also gonna fall. So 3 down so far for the Legion side, and 2 for the Hellborn. Looks like Swiftblade might also get caught here. Has Swift Slashes. There's one Moonbeam. He needs to use it, or he's just gonna die. Also that.
So yeah, the Riftwalker had a perfect positioning, but because she's the first person to initiate the fight, the ulti didn't turn out the greatest because the Legion just walked past her ulti ground. So
right.
Yep.
If they have Gauntlet going in first, where the ulti is landing from Riftwalker, then that fight is like a 5-man Riftwalker that does like 1,500 damage to all the enemy heroes. Stuns them.
Torture is gonna get sniped. He sees the bubbles.
Yep. There's one stun, and there's the kill.
What is he doing?
Bubbles has no escape. Has the pushbook, so he's okay. Parasite might be able to catch this Riftwalker, but doesn't really want to, yeah. It's like, don't think you actually want to chase that, buddy. But, like you said before, I mean, they've got the initiation here on the Hellborn side, so the thing I'm worried about with the Legion is if they don't get the jump, and the Hellborn do, then Shrunken Head is going up on Moon Queen, and what's Legion going to do about that? Like, if they go for the Sheepstick on Bubbles, who is their top farmer, if they dump that much money into that sort of item, and they get jumped as opposed to having the initiation, that's basically be 5,600 gold that's more or less wasted.
They should not get jumped. They have the better initiation.
Yeah. I mean, right now, their warding is very suboptimal. Having just vision of top rune right now, because the one at bottom rune just ran out, is not good enough. They need vision of like inside the jungle where they can like find these small engagements where it's like 3v2 or 3v1 in their favor.
Found out here on Magnus. Hook forward, not gonna connect.
That's good.
I mean, they shouldn't get jumped. I just feel like they will, because between the Revenant Invis, which will be countered a little bit now by the Bound Eye, and the Gauntlet with the Portal Key and the Riftwalker, whether or not they should get initiated on, I think that they will. Because I don't feel like Magnus is going to jump in there. I don't feel like Bubbles is going to jump in there to start these fights. That's not what they've been doing. They have been letting themselves get jumped on.
Yeah. He's going for Hellfire. I mean, it does the same thing. Lets him hit a bit harder. But the Moon Queen won't be standing still. That's the only thing.
There's no more damage increase.
It's longer time for the silence of Perplex, right?
Yeah, it's like half a second longer or something like that.
Well, no Shrunken for that.
And of course, the issue with that is, if Moon Queen just set it there and auto attack, then she can lifesteal back, so. At least something.
It's 1.5 seconds longer duration. Hellfire.
So basically, Moon Queen has no Shrunken for 1.5 seconds.
More.
Yeah.
And like this, they need to jump this.
Compared to Sheepstick.
I feel like, why aren't they jumping this? There we go. Finally, Magnus channel your option up. And here we go, right to the Moon Queen, but she's gonna pop the actually Geosbane first. There's the Shrunk as well.
There's the perfect Riftwalker.
Yeah. Moon Queen just barely gonna live, it looks like here. Keeps putting auto attacks in. Oh my god.
Wow.
Massacre.
Okay,
that
so
was
she
close.
got down to like 30 health.
But the game is now over.
Yeah.
Because they lost that fight and they can go base now.
Yep.
I just want to say that's the problem of the initiating on Moon Queen. That is like solo hitting the tower. They used all spells to go on Moon Queen and refocus them. Kinda expected that.
Yeah. But like, what was their other option? If they just let her take the tower,
a Legion barracks has been destroyed.
Do they have any other choice?
The thing is, if they're not suited to fight the Moon Queen, they should not fight her until they're in base.
Right, which is fine.
I mean, if they're in the base, then Riftwalker and whatever doesn't get as good an opportunity to jump because their positioning can't be as far up as like when they're hiding in the jungle right next to Moon Queen. or in fog generally.
It's hard. Obviously, you know, they have a huge advantage. So yeah, obviously everything is easy for Hellborn and everything is hard for Legion.
That's what it
I think the main point here is that Swiftblade should not be standing at towers they can't defend. Like he should be off, like trying to push bottom tower when their enemy is top, or killing jungle on his own side or enemy side even. Like he should not be at the enemy's team's position and dying again and again.
His GPM has now gone down in the last 10 minutes, from 155 gold to 150. So that's about where we're at right now.
Yeah.
They also lost the eye last fight, so now they're gonna lose even more map control.
I would say Congo's up and then end the game.
Probably.
We're gonna see a wing bow and then end the game. That's my call.
Okay, if Moon Queen gets wing bow, are there pretty much any circumstances that the Legion side can win this game outside of massive throws? I feel like no.
Yes, if Moon Queen gets token, then there is no way. Without the token, they can still throw. But
I think just with Wingbow, because Wingbow Geometer's Bane, they can sit back and kill the tower.
It's really disgusting, yeah.
Like it's just dead. There's nothing they can do about it.
They're talking about having chance of winning, so yeah. If Moon Queen
I mean, there is a chance, but it's probably not gonna happen. It requires like you know,
they're gonna take
to DC while channeling ulti and
winning DC.
Gauntlet double tapping his PK, so he goes back to his own well.
So basically, massive throws. DD on Moon Queen there, and Congo's gonna fall in a matter of a few seconds. There'll be a token on Moon Queen.
Kongor has
she already has a dancing blade, so.
And Curious delivering the rest.
Is it?
Yeah, so now they're gonna go bottom, kill.
Now this became officially unwinnable.
Yeah. They're gonna go mid and kill that tower.
No,
probably go for another set of racks.
No matter what, no matter if Legion is Fnatic, SG, whatever, they can't win.
It certainly doesn't seem like it. 6-0 and 10 Moon Queen, nearly 600 gold per minute, and they're not really feeling like pushing this for some reason.
I'm not really sure. Like they see people top, at least Swiftblade.
Maybe they want a buyback on Moon Queen.
No, that's.
I mean, just kill the towers. And
I know.
I feel like.
I don't think you even need it. Like if she dies, it's the only reason that's gonna happen is if they use everything on her, and then what happens?
I mean, Revenant is actually putting out some damage now.
So I feel like the only time that Moon Queen dies, even once, is if the Legion side use everything on her, at which point they die because everybody else has their spells up and starts to crush. And then Token brings NQ right back. So. And
Legion made the big mistake of letting Hellborn have high ground before they're even ready to defend.
They're playing this really fast. There we go.
Just gave it up again. Oh, yeah.
And Rap's the ultimate going to come down, will be stopped relatively quickly by Moon Queen. Actually, ultimate didn't stop the Rap ult, but here comes Riftwalker ultimate. Going to hit 3 heroes, and MQ going to drop here to Token, but that's fine. She'll come right back up. Swiftblade getting slowed down a hell of a lot. He will die. Swift Slashes do go off there, but not a little too much. That's a death. And Bubble's going to be the only one that's alive. There's a CC vote. And it looks like DNKE will take this series 2-1. So, well played to them. 33-minute victory here. And they basically just played that pretty damn safe. And consistently outplayed their opponents, I think, is a good way of putting it. Make sure that they had the game sewn up before they decided to do anything. And
last fight was kind of sloppy.
Yeah.
It's impossible to win. I mean, lose. Yeah.
I mean, all the gauntlet spells were used on the guy that got saved by Rhapsody, and then Moon Queen ulti hit only Rhapsody.
Yeah.
Yeah, but still, it didn't matter in the end.
Moon Queen probably didn't even need to defeat the token there, but again,
good,
it's
good refoc in the end. So
yep. She did
hashtag no flame. Yeah. Donkekong looking good. Maybe they get the diamonds.
Maybe they do get into diamond. Who knows? We don't quite yet. Those haven't been decided.
They almost got into diamond after the BMG situation.
Yeah, that was.
Then they didn't.
That was a little interesting, because they were.
For 2 hours, they believed they were in.
They
diamond.
were told they were in diamond, and then they weren't anymore. But
they're like, never mind.
Oh well.
Edit to Skype group. Oh, never mind. Kicked.
To the point where I actually went, I added their captain on Skype to try to get power rankings out of him, because I usually go after captains. And then they were like, oh, they're actually not going to be in diamond anymore, which meant that I had to not only not ask him, but also go through and be like, hey, so remember before when we thought that other team was here and then not? People had to redo their power rankings like 3 times. Who knows what I'm talking about? Anyway. Yeah. So, good series. Goes to DNKE 2-1. Thanks to my guests, Root of Z and Fusen of Team Willowkeeper, for telling me the things that I said that were wrong, of which there were at least several. And I think it went pretty well here. Any last words?
Shout out to tomorrow.
Yeah.
I don't think anyone is. Whatever. Nothing. It's also saying no one is perfect, so I could have said something which is not true. Yeah.
I've said plenty of things that are not true. Don't worry about it.
It's fine.
Anyway, so you guys will be playing.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
Yeah. You guys will be playing tomorrow in Diamond Division in the Winners Bracket Finals against Sync Esports. Willowkeeper #1 team. Gonna win. Gonna go to the Grand Finals. No problem. 2-0, 15 minutes, both games. And should be
I think people should expect long games if we do end up winning, but yeah, we'll see.
Yeah.
Alright, anyway, that will do it here, and I'll be shutting the stream down, so thanks to the 40 people or so that joined us, and hopefully see you soon, possibly next week, maybe tomorrow on a HoNcast.